In a broad sense, there are two methods by which a design comes into existence. One is design by evaluation, another design by innovation. Design by evaluation is called traditional design. Why it is called traditional design? This implies the traditional method of design in which the object and articles that we see around has taken its present from by gradually change of time. See, earlier the people lives in a forest, okay, and they don't know how to cultivate, and they don't know how to burn, how to cook. Slowly, when they invented that the fire can be made by the friction of two stone, then slowly they know that whatever food they ate, it may be burned and then it can be take, then it will be more tastier and easier to digest. Okay, now when they invent the wheel, after that the transportation is done. They can do business to one village to another village, and they can transport the material from one place to another place by invention of you may say the wheel. So this is the traditional design process, because in a long time span, slowly something developing by the human needs, and one needs are related with the another need, one development is related with the other development. In that way, whatever design is done, it is called traditional design or design by evaluation. Is it clear? Okay. Now some points we should remember about the traditional design, that the traditional design did not consider the interdependence of product. They are concerned about only one component and product, but in the modern world, the existence of one product is depend on another in some way or others. That means in a traditional design process, if anyone invent anything, the whole concentration on that, like a invention of bicycle, it is a first thing invented that can carry a human load by a easier effort. Okay, then after that, by modification of this concept, the motorcycle is introduced, some motor is there, then the rest of thing is same. In that way, slowly improve. But in the traditional design, did not consider the interdependency of product. Okay, now in point 2, in the past production was on small scale. Traditional design, actually in earlier days, the population is much less, human needs the production was a small scale base. Thus the penalty of a wrong design was tolerable, but in the present time production is no on large scale basis. As a result, any penalty of a wrong design will be caused great loss. That means what? Earlier days the production was very small scale, maybe in a TV company, in a single day they will produce a one TV. Okay, now in a single company, in a single day they can produce a 10,000 TV at a time. Now see, if any wrong design is concerned or any wrong thing happen in production, then earlier days they have to pay small penalty, because they only produce one TV at a day. Whatever wrong thing is done, the one TV is waste. But if nowadays in modern design, if single mistake is done, the 10,000 TB will be lost it, or it is a penalty for the company. Okay, is it clear? Renu, no. Okay, another time. In a past production, see that point. In a past, production was on small scale. That means, in if day to day basis, very small scale production is done. Thus, the penalty of a wrong design was tolerable. If anything wrong is happened by the design engineer, then it can be tolerable. But nowadays, large scale production is done. That is why if designer do any mistake, then they have to pay the much more penalty. Now is it clear, Renu? Okay. Requirement of the customer of today's world changes so frequently. Traditional design lag behind the advanced product and process technologies available today. That means traditional design need a certain time. Okay, but nowadays the customer taste is changed so frequently. But in case of traditional design, it is very difficult to every time. Okay, now what happen? In traditional time, it need time. I already told. Suppose we going to be design a television by traditional method. It will start 2015. It may finish in 2016. But during this 1 year, the customer taste is changed. Now the TV was in LED. In 1 year before, suppose your TV is CRT mode. Now in 1 year's advance, your TV is LED. So in that modern world, the traditional design is not fitted because it take time. Clear? Okay. Now design by the innovation. The earlier was designed by the evolution. Now designed by the evolution. Since the traditional design method failed to cope with a modern design requirements, nowadays almost all designs are made by the innovation. That is developments of a product by a following scientific and purposeful effort. The innovative design is entirely different from the past practice of evolutionary design. Here the designer tasks are greatly magnified. He has to design and create something which did not exist yet. Here he tried to solve the design problem in a systematic and orderly manner. This approach is similar to analytical problem solving. However, an innovative designer face the following difficulties. What are the difficulties? See, in innovation, the name suggests innovation. You have to invent something. Innovate. Invent means the product which is not present in market. You have to invent something new. But this invention is not like that. You work on that in a long of time. You just invented. No, you have to invent anything, any requirement. I rather say any requirement of customer need by a orderly manner. Okay. Now see the problem or difficulty faces by the designer in innovative designing process. What are those? One is he has to collect and evaluate information on a product which is not existing yet. Necessity of analyzing complicated interaction of component. He has has to make prediction regarding its performance. That means the product which going to be produced in the market, or rather the designer go for invent something. Before invention, he have to think that after inventing this metal or material or product, what will be the outcome, what will be the market response. Okay, so before inventing anything, he have to say he has to ensure the technical and economical feasibility to the product. Now stand with the above difficulties. To reduce this difficulty, there are eminent experts like Maurice Asimo, J.E. Singley, and Dieter have attempted to systemize the design process. That means, think you are a design engineer. Now company give a task that customer need so and so. Customer need that, suppose he use his smartphone as a remote for every electronics gadget in his room, like a television, like a AC, like a fan or light, everything he need that those all electrical components should be remote controlled by his mobile. You have to invent that. How it possible? It is your duty. You invent that. Now you are a design engineer. You know the what is your goal, that you have to invent this thing. But is it possible that only one people you do everything? Is it possible? No. You need help, and you need help in proper manner, proper way, systematically. And this the process, the systematic process, and or you may call the proper way, is called morphology of design. Is it clear what is the morphology of design? See here, this systemized step in design process is called morphology of design. The best way in which any problem can solve is to break up the problem and to try for a solution in an analytical method. This approach of problem solving is also adopted in morphology of design. Now see the detail of morphological design. This morphological design invented by the Maurice Asimo. Okay, now this morphology of design is divided by some steps. What are those? One is feasibility studies, another preliminary design, then detailed design, then planning for manufacture, then planning for distribution, then planning for use, and then planning for retirement. These 7 steps include a morphological design. Now we go through the details. What are those steps and what are those? How to execute? Siddharth, you have any question? Okay. Now feasibility study. This stage is also called conceptual design. A design This stage is also called conceptual design. A design project always the purpose and activity during feasibility studies are to ascertain there really exists a need. That means in feasibility studies we have to collect the customer need. What are you going to be? What are you going to be design? We have to collect the customer need, and the stage where we collect the customer need is called feasibility study. Clear? Okay. Now see, in this stage we should always ask this question to yourself that what are going to be you design, is it physically realizable, is it economical worthwhile, is it within our financial capacity? You always ask these three questions to yourself that what is going to be designed, is it realizable, is it economical worthwhile, is it financial capacity to buy this product, what will I going to be design. If the common people have not capacity to purchase it, then this is useless. So always ask these three questions in the stage of feasibility study. Now preliminary study. What is a preliminary study? This is the stage art which the concept generated in the feasibility study is carefully developed. The important activities done at this stage like model building, testing, study and advantages and disadvantages of different solution, check for performance, quality, strength, aesthetics, etc. Now see, in first stage we collect the need. Now in preliminary design stage we have to design as per the customer need, and we have to make a model for that, and testing is done in this stage, and we have to collect the analytic analysis of the advantage of this product or disadvantage of this product, and how will be the performance in future, how the quality of this product, how it looks. This preliminary design. This preliminary design is also called embodiment design. Okay, clear? Now detailed design. What is a detailed design? Its purpose is to furnishing the complete engineering description of the tested product. The arrangement, form, dimension, tolerance and surface property of all individual parts are determined. Also the material to be used and the manufacturing process to be adapted, etc. See, in earlier two stages we collect the concept, we make a model and test it. Now suppose your model is testing well and the quality control pass your project. Now you have to go for the further work. What is the further work? You have to go for the finishing touch, like what is the dimension of your product, what should be the tolerance, what should be the surface property. Okay, now you have to decide in which process you have to manufacture this product. Everything is in the detailed design phase. Now see, these early three steps, feasibility studies, preliminary design and detailed design, these three stages containing the design, and these three stages are the responsible for designer or design engineers. Okay, now after completing this detailed design, this goes to the manufacturer unit. That means it goes to manufacturer engineer. Now what should he do? This phase includes all the production plan and control activities necessary for the manufacture of the product. The main tasks at this phase are preparation of process sheet, document containing a sequential list of manufacturing process, specify the condition of raw material, specify the tools, machine requirement. Are you understand? In manufacturing engineer they have to do those things. estimate the production cost, specify the requirement in a plan, planning for QC system, QC means quality control system, planning for production control, planning for information flow system. So those steps are arranged by the production engineer in this stage. Now the planning for distribution. Your production is done. Now you have to think about the distribution, because you invented something, you design something, you manufacture this product also. Now you have to sell, and for selling you have to distribute from the company to distributor. Now in this distribution the economic success of a design depend on the skill exercised in marketing. Hence, this phase aims at planning an effective distribution systems. Different activities of this phase are design the packing of the product, planning effective and economic warehousing system, planning advertisement technique, design the product for effective distribution in preventing condition. What it does? See, earlier days, Horlicks is one of the product that we bring or we bring this for unhealthy people or any ill people. We go to visit their home along with the Horlicks. Am I right? Just before 5 to 10 years go. Okay. Now you see Horlicks come with lot of band, Keshor Badam, Nutigrow, and they come with the different advertise technique. दूध की शक्ति बढ़ाओ उसमें हॉर्लिक्स मिलाओ. The tagline they use. Okay. Now they go for the women Horlicks. They go for the children Horlicks. Okay. Lot of type, lot of category they are produced, and they introduce by a advertising in television, newspaper or hoarding, and we come to know that, oh, this is a Horlicks, this is for the women. It will strong their bone, it will increase the calcium. Okay, so we go for that. Oh, this is a Keshor Badam, this will be good for my child. Okay, because it will be tasty. But earlier days this concept was not in market. We know only one thing. Horlicks is a healthy thing and it is for the only the unhealthy people. We bring this to hospitals when we visited the patient. So this skill of distribution create the difference of a company name. If the company have a good distribution skill, then this company is rise very rapidly, because production and invention is not a last word. The last word is the how it sell in market. Okay, so this planning for distribution stage, those all are done. Clear? Okay, now planning for consumption. The purpose of this phase is to incorporate in the design all necessary user oriented features. The various steps are design for maintenance, design for reliability, design for convenience in use, design for aesthetic features, design for prolonged life. Now see, your salesman are sells this product. Now product in hand of users. Now you what should look? How to maintain the product? How you give the after sale maintenance? How your product is reliable? How it easy to use or user friendly you may say? How it look? Aesthetic features mean how it look. See, we know almost everyone that the Android mobile, using a Android mobile, I rather say, is much easier than the Windows mobile. Am I right? Then Android is a much user friendly rather the Windows. See, when you go for a market, you have to think like that what the user are. So you have to make the product to user friendly. Then this product will be run long for a long time of span. Okay. Now see, Nokia did in Lumia. The color of case is changed. One is green, orange, very good looks. So you should remember the looks is another thing. When we go for purchase anything in a shop, we look on the configuration, we look on the brand name, and we look for the looks, aesthetic view, how it is looks. Okay, so those things are maintained in this planning for consumption. You have to take the market feedback, and you have to have produced this. If you take a feedback that you have a mobile that only black in color, but customer need different, some lady people are getting the pink color or red color, then your mobile shell will be increased. Then you have to think like that your case should be red or pink. There should be a option. Black is existing market, okay, but you have to have produce some pink and red for say increase your sale. So you have to collect the market feedback, and back to back you have to go for those. Okay, and these all things are done in planning for consumption stage. Is it clear? Okay. Now the planning for retirement. Now see, the retirement mean we all know. Every product have a certain life. After this life, you cannot run this product. You have to declare it is out of market, or you have to stop the production of this product. Like a Maruti 800. Now the production of Maruti 800 is stopped, but Maruti 800 at once a time is the largest selling car. Okay. Now they stop the production. Okay. Now same thing like a Jane, Maruti Jane. They stop the production of Jane. Okay. The same thing like also a Alto. Alto is the largest selling car. Now they introduced the Alto 800. After introducing Alto 800, they stopped the production of the early Alto. Alto K10 is there, but only Alto was stopped because they know the every product has a retirement stage, and at that stage it should retire and replace a new one, new product. Like a Alto is a perfect example. They stop the production of Alto, they stop the production of 800 and replaced by Alto 800. Some new look, some new name, and some new lifespan. Material is same, but the aesthetic view is changed, name is changed, introduced newly, then it catch again the market span of another 20 years or 10 years. So retirement is a good policy for a increasing of your brand name, increasing for your business, and increasing your product also, selling of product also. Okay, so those are the 7 stage is given by Asimo, and these 7 stage is called morphology of design. Because if we maintain this 7 stage with 7 category of people, then it will be easier for them to invent something, design something, manufacture something, and at least sell something. Is it clear? Okay, now what is a brainstorming? It is another thing, brainstorming. See, like I just mentioned in my early page that suppose you have to invent one point solution that your smartphone can handle or can operate every your electrical instrument like a fan to TV or AC or every light or everything. There will be switch. Just press and off the light, on the light, off the fan, on the fan, increasing the AC, increasing the volume of TV, everything. One point solution. It is customer need. Now how it solve? Customer need can lots of things, but how it will solve? You have to think. Just wait, 1 minute. Okay. Uh, Brainstorming is the that process which help the designer to select the process of thinking, which the line he has to caught or he has to catch to invent something. Now in brainstorming process, actually what happened? Some team is formed by different set of people, and suppose the managing director called a seminar or conference from a different category of people like a designer, design engineer, some executive engineer, some marketing engineer, some dealer, some distributor. For every sector they call two or two representative in a seminar and tell them that I give everyone to 1 hour time. We have to design this product, the one point solution of a mobile that will control the every electronics apparatus. Now give your idea regarding that. After 1 year, you just go for that. Go for now. Think about that and come with a solution. Now after 1 hour, everyone is come. They just give their solution. It may be useless, but in brainstorming process, every solution has to hear, has to listen carefully.